Mrs. Sheyi Onide. I would like to hear your response. Just share your feedback on something you learned and what you did with what you learned, right? Something you learned, right? And what you did with what you learned. Can you hear me? You know, from the 2 sessions we have had, you know, it would be encouraging to just hear your feedback. Wow, my pastor is live on IG with us. Thank you, Pastor Timothy, for joining. Thank you, sir. I do not take this for granted. I'm grateful. So for those on Zoom and those that have been joining the last 2 series, right, I would like to hear feedback, something you learned from either Madam Nina's session or Mrs. Sheyi Onide's session, and what you did with what you learned. You can drop in the chat box as well. And let us, you know, let us hear your feedback. Oh, the line is cracking, really?
I think it's a network.
So that means you can hear me clearly, ma?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you, ma. Okay, so for those on Instagram, you won't be able to see our slides, obviously. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm still transitioning in this network, in this technology thing. Apologies. You've not joined on Instagram so that I can add you. Although when you're starting, that's when I expect that you go live with you anyway. So let me just run you through our brief profile at Greatness Unleashed by Love Foundation, and what we have done, what we are doing, and of course it would be a delight if you are not. They said they cannot see my slides on Instagram. I think that's one of the disadvantages of using Instagram. Please, the link is on my status. You can check my status to join us on Zoom. It would be nice to have you on Zoom. I can see Anolu Akpo. Thank you for joining. Margaret, I can see you. Thank you for joining. So
excited to be here.
Okay, thank you for joining. So please, thank you. Good News for joining. Thank you, my Marshal Ejiro Osakede for joining. So those people you are not seeing on Zoom, they are on Instagram. Please just forgive me. So we are trying to maximize technology to reach as much people with this as possible. And sorry. So please, can everybody hear me clearly? Because some people said the line was breaking initially. And so for those that are just joining us, we want to hear your feedback, what you learned from either the session from Madam Inena or the session from Mrs. Sheyi Onide, or both of them, and what you have done with what you learned. So please share with us and let us know your experience. Thank you. Who is going first? You can raise your hand. Who is going first? Anu Oluwapo, you are there. I saw your feedback on the group page. Anu, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so do you mind sharing your feedback here?
Yes. I don't know how I'm talking now.
Okay, please go ahead.
Oh, okay. My feedback on about last week is that, okay, she spoke about, where do I start from? There's a lot I gleaned from Mrs. Onide, the business encourager. She said a lot of things. She said that I would like to put it. She said, what does I remember? A lot of things. She said a millionaire has an average of 7 to 11 streams of income.
Yeah.
So she spoke about multiple streams of income. She spoke about what's that again? Like preparing for where you are going. Like she said, the thing, the way we are going may not be there now. She spoke about she used Genesis to make a preference that the Spirit of God was brooding over the face of the water. That there's a way you meditate and brood over what that big idea you are thinking about. That there's no how that the channels be open for you, that people will come in to come and walk, come and see that course come to pass. She said a lot of things. Like she that's what I can say for now. Thank you.
Thank you for that feedback. I mean, when she said that, although that's confirmed something that I've actually studied before, that every millionaire, like all these billionaires that we admire, right, they have multiple streams of income. And that's why we're doing this, so that we can help people, we can support people to create multiple streams of income. And I'm excited that we have experts, financial experts, business experts, coaches, mentors. These people have done this for years, close to 2 decades. And I said in the advert that, and I think I should do a video advert, right? To let everybody know that you are gleaning from the wealth of over 200 years of experience in these 13 weeks, right, of the Financial Independence Workshop. For example, the first speaker had over 20 years experience in financial industry. Madam, what's her name? Sheyi Oniide has over 10 years experience in helping people start up a business and grow that business. Madam Ifeoma has the experience of over 19 years. So you are blessed already, and it's just for you to just take advantage of this opportunity and just use it to your best. Like I said to someone, I said, if this is the best I can do. Someone posted something this morning and said that when you are broke, right, when you don't have money, some problems that need money to be solved, you will be using you'll be thinking it's a spiritual problem. Like when I read that, I was like, this is very, very valid, because I was telling my friend Omolara Tijani that, see, any problem that money can solve is not a problem. Trust me. The problem is you making the money. And that's why we are excited to be doing this to support you. Thank you, Olamide Lasaki. Thank you, Megadeyemi. Thank you, Good News. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And our guest speaker has been here for over 30 minutes. I mean 30 minutes before time. Oh, that's what I mean, before 3 o'clock. So please, can you unmute and say thank you to Madam Ifeoma Chidi-Nwuke? Please unmute yourself and say thank you.
We love you, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm jumping.
She said she's jumping already. I love that. So I'll just is someone still talking? Apologies, I'm interrupting. I'm just pressed for time. Oh, so we have the Ogene Yole, my big brother. We have him in the house. Thank you, Mr. Yole, for joining. So good to see you. I can see your audio is still connecting, but I can see your video already. Thank you so much for joining. So, Greatness Unleashed by Love Foundation is a not-for-profit organization that I was privileged to start on the 22nd of February 2015. And we are super, super excited about our progress till now. Of course, we want to grow. That's why we are also doing this, to help other people, right? Like, we know that we always say something that we want to add value, so that it's a mutually beneficial relationship. So our vision is to raise men and ladies of global and internal influence. And our mission, we reach out, we meet needs, we teach, we preach, men and ladies. Although majority of our programs, I've noticed, maybe because we started as an organization for majorly ladies, right? And we reach out to those that have been abused, we reach out to orphans, we reach out to sex workers, we reach out to prisoners, and other underprivileged people, to help them believe that they are unconditionally loved, to help them believe that there's greatness in them, to help them discover and unleash their greatness irrespective of their past and present. And in order to achieve this mission, right, we go and do projects for orphanages, prisons, hospitals, rehabilitation centers, and a number of our projects that we've done, you will see it in the upcoming slide. However, we usually say that all our projects are motivated by love. And more about us is that we are registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. Although before we got registered, we were using the name Greatness Foundation. And we have held life transforming meetings in 10 tertiary institutions in different parts of Nigeria except the north. We've been to, I've said this before, orphanages, prisons, brothels, strip club, rehabilitation centers, secondary schools, tertiary institutions, and schools for those with special disabilities in the southern, western, and eastern part of Nigeria. Just a second. At the tertiary institution, we've empowered women financially with skills such as makeup, Ankara bag, Ankara accessories, and all of that, you know, jewelry, other accessories, liquid soap, perfume production. Some people are here that they were part of this program, and we are excited that they are still with us till today. We did a project in 2018 that we call the Feed 50 project, which was targeted at feeding minimum of 50 people per month, you know, for 12 months. However, with the support of our partners and friends and families, we were able to do over about 2,000, you know, including roadside sellers, street hawkers, truck pushers, wheelbarrow pushers, sex workers, inmates with food and necessities, you know, groceries such as detergent, slippers, toothbrush, toothpaste, and other things that we considered necessary. So usually when we want to do our projects, we reach out to the officials to ask them what are the needs they have, and we help them, you know, in supporting them, right? We know that this work of rehabilitation and all of that cannot be done by the government alone, and even this not-for-profit organization. Currently, we hold weekly intercessory prayers and supplications virtually. We also have a sister platform called Shushan the Palace, where we prepare unmarried ladies. We call them queens and brides in waiting for their king and the God kind of marriage, in order to reduce the rate of this divorce and dysfunctional home. We finished a stream, and another one started this year. And these are some of the pictures of our volunteers. The one on my extreme left is OAU, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ife. The one on my extreme right is at the Lagos State University in Iyanoba. And that was our second year anniversary at Obafemi Awolowo University with some, you know, people we brought from the orphanage and some of our volunteers as well. These are some of the projects we have done as well, and to just, you know, show us what we've done. And these are some, this was our first year anniversary, and our flagship program is called Making Sweet Lemonade Out of Your Bitter Lemons. So if you notice, there are different schools that are making sweet lemonade out of your bitter lemons, because every tertiary institution we go, the first program we do is making sweet lemonade out of your bitter lemons. And if you are my friend or someone that we are connected, you must have known that I recently launched a book, and one of the books that comes with that Rescued by Love book, right? When you buy a copy, the hard copy is 5,000. When you buy the soft copy, 2,500 on Okada Books. It comes with 2 ebooks, and one of the 2 ebooks is the Making Sweet Lemonade Out of Your Bitter Lemons, because we saw that we actually need to support people, and you know, just our program alone might not do that. So this is also some of the flyers for Shushan the Palace, the Pearl from the Oyster program, and that's about that. I'm showing, oh God, sorry, I did something mistakenly. Apologies, I mistakenly did something on Instagram. Okay, yeah, back to Zoom. So these are some of the outreaches that we have done. you know, reaching out to orphanage, prison, hostel institution. You can see our volunteers. You can see the orphanage outreach. You can see this one on my extreme left is containing only volunteers because we don't show pictures of the people that, we don't want people to stigmatize some of our beneficiaries. And so this was at a strip club. This was just we volunteers, you know, taking the picture. And the one in the middle is at the Bostal Institution at Abeokuta. It's a prison for teenagers and young adults between the age of 13 to 24. And we believe in investing into the upcoming generation, because we know that when we do this, Nigeria will be better, the whole world will be better, instead of mending adults that are dysfunctional, right? So this, our Feed 50 project, you can see us on the streets, in the market, with people, you know, hawking, and also you see some of the programs we've done for some teenagers as well on the screen on I should put it on Zoom. So this is our orphanage outreach as well. You know, we just believe in helping people unleash their greatness by love. That's our name, and that's what we do. These are some of our members as well, and these are some of our marriages in Shushan the Palace. Amazingly, all those people joined us without being in a relationship. Like, if I tell you at the extreme left of my extreme left, Gift that is carrying a baby, she's now married with 2 children. You know, when I met Gift at Aba, like, she was like totally broken. Like, she's a testimony to us right now. We are posting all these pictures with their permission, because they are a testimonial to us. They are an encouragement to us, right? So I met Gift, you know, she was abused as a teenager, had a child, lost her child, and she's happily married to this man that never judges her, he never condemns her. This man, like, she encourages me, right? Like, anytime I see she and her children, I'm inspired to say that, oh, God is faithful. And if you don't believe in God, just believe that the universe, right? If you believe anything you believe in, we encourage people that, okay, when we say that you unleash your greatness by love, it is out of the love that we have experienced, first from God, and secondly from people, from our partners, from our friends, right, that we are able to give to other people. So these are some of the skill acquisition that we have done, you know, practical session. I believe when you empower people financially, their self-esteem is improved. They are able to believe and do more, right? And I remember this washing machine project. It was something that we were trying to raise the fund, and someone just came up and got the washing machine for us. So we had to get these school uniforms and all other things you can see at the other side to say that, okay, since someone did this for us, then we can actually do more. So here is our social media handles, and if you want to support us, we are very, it's a not-for-profit organization. We are open to partnership and support, and I'll just drop a link for support and partnership in the chat box. And at the end of today's session, we would like to hear your feedback. Feedback is very important to us, and I'll also drop the link for the feedback as well. Thank you, everyone. So I'm just going to read Madam Ifeoma's profile, and we will go straight to the act of selling. Am I still, can anyone hear me? Hello, am I communicating? Hello? Okay.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. We are.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm very grateful for your feedback. Thank you. So Omolara, please, can you take Madam Ifeoma's profile? Omolara, can you hear me? Oh, so Coach, Madam Ifeoma said we can call her Coach Iphee, that it's okay to call her Coach Iphee. So going forward in this, webinar, we are going to be addressing her as Coach Iphee. So I'll just, Omolara, are you there? Okay,
yes,
so
yes, yes, I can hear you.
okay. Please, if you're not talking to us, right, it would be beautiful for you to just please, I'm going to stop sharing my slide now, because the next slide you'll be seeing will be Coach Iphee's own, and I'll just read our profile from here. So please, I'm asking now, I'm begging, so that to enter the recording, if you are listening to this recording, I need support. I cannot be moderating these sessions every Saturday. I'm not complaining. I enjoy it. Trust me, I really enjoy it. But I just think that service is an opportunity for us to learn and grow. And trust me, I can't do it alone. I want you to also learn. I want you to grow. And so, please, I repeat, I can't do this alone, and I really need help. So Coach Iphee is a sales and performance coach for over 19 years. She's an expert in the financial industry, branch management, sales, and service role. She's passionate about family and raising focused children. She is a coach for career and skills acquisition for youth. She's happily married with wonderful children. Like, don't let me even go there. Like, if I start talking about like our family, like, it's inspiring being around her. Please, can we unmute ourselves and give a round of applause to Coach Iphee as we take the session on selling for high performance. Woo! You can scream, oh, you can scream. Please, it's okay to scream. At this junction, yes, I love the sound of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my feet, jumping.
Thank you, Ma.
In fact, listening to you read out of your organization actually got me emotional. I knew you, but I didn't know you were doing so much. Just as your name goes, you're really great. Well done.
Thank
well
you,
done.
Ma.
I'm
Thank
really,
you, Ma.
really inspired. And I thank everybody that made out time to be part of this.
Thank you, Ma.
I know you will not regret it.
Yes, certainly.
You'll really be rewarded. Your reward will come. Bounce. Well done, well done. That was great. Listening to that, I was like, wow, I thought I knew her. Well done. I'm really inspired.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Ma.
Part of this wonderful work you're doing. And I via Instagram, Facebook, and Zoom.
You can send me the invitation on Instagram now. I'm using Greatness ATO on Instagram Live. So I'll just accept your request to join so that your followers can also participate on Instagram.
Okay, I hope I know how to do that.
Don't worry, you get the recording, certainly.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so
I usually like to have a very interactive session. I don't like monologue. I like it to be, I like it to be very interactive. So can you put in the chat box your location and your objective for being here today?
Amazing.
Let's have an interaction.
Thank you, Ma.
Yeah, so I'll really be encouraged when I'm seeing your reactions, your chat. Tell me what your objective is to be on this event today. It's not easy when you make out your Saturday to be here. It's an investment you're making for yourself, and it will not go unrewarded.
Yes,
we tell ourselves that, oh, I don't have time. But honestly, you cannot even move forward if you don't have time to invest in yourself. So well done. Well done for as many people as have found time to be part of this. Yeah, I never missed out an opportunity to learn. Lagos, Asaba, wow. I like that.
That's my big brother.
Somebody from Asaba, Lagos. Wow, I know my Lagos people don't carry last. Ibadan, wow.
Someone from Ibadan.
Well done, well done. I do not take this for granted. I love to see that, yes, Lagos. I know if we have to do a competition or give prize, I know my Lagos people carry. I trust. Well done. But you know what? If anybody's coming in from Asaba Ibadan, I really, really give kudos to such person.
Yes. Thank you, Ogene. You're like big brother.
Yeah, so you've heard about Coach Iphee, and like I said, it's okay to refer to me as Coach Iphee. I just love to support the youth. I'm sure there has. I am passionate about raising focused children. I also take every young person as my child. Yes. So when I say children, I do not really mean only biological children. One of the things that keeps me happy is to know that I've impacted somebody's life positively. Yes. And you know, whether you like it or not, we become family. So well done. Thank you for this opportunity, Greatness. Greatness said I should come and share with you selling for high performance, starting with what you have. I hope I'll be able to impact some knowledge to you, but I am also happy to tell you that I've not come to tell you anything that is out of this world. I've come to share my experience. I've also come to learn from you. You never stop learning. That's the beauty about learning. You never stop learning. Like I've just learned a lot from Greatness, listening to her, read her profile this afternoon. We'll just go straight to the point. And like I said, I want it to be as interactive as possible. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Okoyemi Adeleke, Anoluwa Ayola. Thank you, Olamide. Thank you so much. I'll just share my screen. We'll take it from there. Just give me a moment.
While she's doing that, I can see that I can see some questions in the chat room, and I would respond to those questions as soon as we're done, right, with this session. I'll respond to it. Trust me. Thank you. I'm not.
Can you see my slide?
Yes, I can, but they are not showing clearly.
Wow. How about now?
Not yet. Can you go to?
Can I put in the chat box to let know whether it's your network or something? Because
okay, can someone else respond? That's true.
The slide is showing, but the icons are very, very small. So
yeah,
and I'm using the presentation slide, so I don't know what the problem is.
I think.
Do you want me to send it to you too?
Okay, send it via WhatsApp. Send it via WhatsApp, then I will share from here.
Oh wow, it's not on my WhatsApp. It's on my
send it as a reply to the mail I sent to you with the invites. Can you do that?
Okay, let's see how that goes.
Should I drop the mail in the chat room here?
Just give me a minute. I'm not as techy as you're thinking.
I understand. Let me. Yes,
perfect. So, for the brain transmission. So yeah, I heard you. I heard somebody said he wants to develop the courage and boldness to sell. Thank you. I hope that your expectation will be met at the end of the session. And so, like we said, start with what you have, selling for high performance. And it will not be okay to start the session without a reality check.
That's a coach speaking.
In the chat box, the reality, your reality. So why are you here? Why do you want to learn how to sell? I already had somebody say why. We want to hear more. Why people want to be here. For me, the pandemic has really changed everything we know. It has really changed how we know how to do anything. Whatever you think you know before the pandemic, I'm sure you will rethink now before you say you're sure you know that stuff. So yes, you want to tell us your reality. Put in the chat box your reality. Is it out of unemployment that you want to learn the selling skill? Is it multiple streams of income you're looking at developing? Is it just out of passion and skill that you want to acquire the selling skill? Please put in the chat box. I said it's not a monologue, it's a dialogue. The more I understand the energy, the more I understand your objectives, the more you help me to really say, you know, how your energy just flows where the energy goes. So tell us your reality. For me, like I said, all of this can be our reality. Or maybe there's something that I've missed. Please put in the chat box. We want to know where you are, your reality, and why you are here today. Thank you. Moving forward.
Should I read out? Will you read the chat? Their response. Some people are responding. Will you read it out, or should I read it?
Go ahead. Once anyone drops, just call my attention and we'll read
it. Okay, so Opeyemi Adeleke says, I want to make more money so as to be financially independent. Olamide Lasaki says to create multiple streams of income. Wow. And I am saying that I want to know how to monetize my passion and skill so that I can create multiple streams of income as well. And
great.
Oluwatosin Kadri is saying that she also wants to create multiple streams of income. That's about
fine. Great.
What I can see.
So what all of this means is that we know why we are here.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a clear understanding of why we are here. But let's just dial back a little bit and check the meaning of selling to all of us. Selling could mean different things to different people. But from my own perspective, selling is persuading, selling is inspiring, selling is leading. So what does selling mean to you? You might just want to drop that. What does it mean to you? Yes, you want to come up with multiple streams of income. Yes, you want to make more money. Yes, you want to hone your skills. Whatever it is, what does selling mean to you? Please share with what selling means to you. Don't get tired of me asking you to chat. That's way this. You know what this online activity has done for us? You could just be talking and people are just shaking their heads and say, okay, yeah, but I didn't get anything at the end of the day. We want to be sure that we make good use of our time spent today. So put in the chat box, what does selling mean to you? Selling for me, like I said, do you have something?
Yes, I have a question, because when you said we should say what selling is to us, for me, it's creating awareness, but really it's creating awareness selling, because I create awareness and people don't buy. So does that mean I'm not selling?
Okay, great. So there are no wrong and right questions. You understand?
Yes.
At the end of the day, you now gauge what you know, what you have learned, and whatever you want to bring anew. So this session, we're going to learn, we're going to unlearn, we're going to relearn.
Thank you,
You unlearn the things that have not worked for you so far, you learn new things, and you relearn things you already know. Do you understand? So there are no right or wrong questions. Just hold your thoughts there. So again, I said, okay, you have something?
You have some messages in the chat room.
Okay, you know I'm not able to go to the message, so I'll depend on you to read the message.
Let me read it.
Okay,
so Ifeyinwa Maduka said is here to sell for multiple streams of income. Omolara Oshuntade says this present situation generally has shown that one cannot just depend on one stream of income. I love that.
Absolutely, 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 absolutely. So back to the big question. So hold it, just hold it. Let me finish this slide then before we read another one. So back to the big question. I have said that from my own perspective, the selling is persuading, inspiring, and leading. And I've heard what you said selling means to you. And I've gone ahead to say your goal as a salesperson is to work in collaboration with client to drive change. Also, as a salesperson, you lead the client to get into the right mindset. You have to be genuinely interested in a problem and help provide solution. That is selling. That is selling. So which of this can you relate to? Which of this, definition of selling can you relate to? Which one jumps at you? Is it that you're, as a salesperson, you're being persuasive? So you see that at different times, you would have acted as a salesperson without even knowing it. So for every time you persuade somebody to change your mind, to do something for you, you have sold. You're a salesperson. For every time you inspire people, like you have just done to me today, you inspired me to do more. even in the aspect of charity work. You have sold to me. You are leading as a salesperson. So if you're a leader of any organization, you're a salesperson. So this is generally speaking what selling means to me. And you know your goal as a salesperson, it is to collaborate with your client to drive change. So your client has a mindset. It is your duty, it is your function as a salesperson to help drive a mindset shift, right? So as a salesperson, you should be genuinely interested in solving problems. You're a solution provider. That is what selling is. At this point, can I ask, what is selling not? So if we have this idea of what selling is, maybe you want to chat to me if you've had any kind of sales experience that was nice or that was not so nice. I've had a lot. Maybe as a salesperson, my expectations are always high because when I'm on the other side as a client, oh dear, I'm not a good client because I know what I give. So can you just share with us if you have any experience, you want to unmute yourself and share with us any sales experience that you've had that was really outstanding or that wasn't really what you expected, so that when you go selling to people, you have an idea of how you're perceived. Let's just take 1 minute, just share with us a great sales experience you've experienced or not so great experience. Just 1 minute. You can unmute yourself and share that with us.
Who
Anybody?
wants to share? Ogene Yole, you teach selling, oh, you think I don't know? Mr. Yole, are you there? Is it my network? It's looking like it's network. So who wants to share?
I am here.
Okay, please share with us, sir.
I feel that selling goes beyond telling people what you have and asking them to buy it. I feel that selling is about making people see what they know, what they need, and the reason to buy it. You see, people, when you sell to people and you want to sell to them, there's one thing that tells everybody that this person is coming for my money. So whatever is going to say is just how to get the money out of my pocket. So first, the mistake we make as salespeople is that we show the people our products and just tell them how much they should pay for it. But rather, people should be more focused on showing people what they don't have and how it's actually affecting them.
You're not giving us a sales experience you have. You're now telling us what you're...
The major sales experience I have is that all this while for a very long time, I always reach out to people with work.
As a client now.
As a salesperson, and as a salesperson.
No. You as a client.
Okay, me as a client.
Yes. Have you gotten a fantastic sales experience or not? Yes. Just share the experience. That's the question.
It's okay. You don't have to just move forward for time. So really, for me, sales experience, differs. What we will never take away is that when you have a fantastic experience, you will go back. You're happy. You will give more business. You give referral business. You give repeat business. So for me, salesmanship goes beyond wearing suit and tie and sometimes wearing unpolished shoes, walking the streets, talking on end, just to convince people to take your product, regardless of whether they want it or not. So sometimes we just go with our own mindset. I just want to sell this thing. So that way, you have not added value. Because if I don't want it, and you know how women, they say we just buy out of emotion and all of that. At the end of the day, I go home, I'm not happy. Will I call you for tomorrow and say, oh, okay, you gave me great service? No, I will not. Have you driven a mindset, right mindset shift for me? No, you have not. You kind of coerced me into taking that product from you. It was all about you. It wasn't about me. So I've also had very good sales experiences where, regardless of what the person had, the person says, ma'am, you don't need this. This is not what you want. Let's look out there. I mean, for that kind of person, you would want to call the person when next you need something sold to you, right? Okay, so let's just move on. So we have different sales experience, good and bad. But the takeout from this point is, you as a salesperson, how do you want to be remembered? How do you want people to relate to you? When they are taking your product, what are you selling? Are you selling value, or you're just there to take their money and go away like Mr. Ogene said? Remember that if that is what you're doing, you will not have the you just make sharp sales, but it will not last. It's important to note that. So on this slide, I just keeping it simple and straightforward. I say selling for high performance. What do you need to do to sell for high performance? You'll agree with me, there are so many people out on the street brandishing the name salesperson, sales manager, sales staff, selling everything. I mean, you can sell anything. I've heard that saying that you can sell water to a rainmaker. That's what it is. So it means that you can really convince somebody. Remember what we said selling is. Selling is persuading. So when you persuade me to take something, you know, it could be for good or for bad. It could be about you or about me.
Yes.
It could be inspiring. You understand? So there are different things and different ways you sell. However, for you to sell for high performance means that you have repeat business.
Oh, I love that. Repeat business.
It will be consistent. It's only when it's consistent that you have achieved high performance. So if you do a one-off sale, which was you coerce somebody into buying your product, sorry, it's not consistent. It will not give you that high performance that you desire. So if really and truly your objective, your goal is to sell for high performance, you need to look at those few points that I've put together. You have to have clarity of purpose. Why are you selling? Why are you selling? Is it to make money? Yes, we all want to make money. Like we said in the chat box, multiple streams of income. Just something else to add to how I make money. Different reasons. Could just be, oh, I just have passion. I just want to sell and, you know, increase my money. You have to define your purpose for selling. If you do not understand your purpose for going into salesmanship, you might not go far. It has to be clear. In fact, it should be written. Whatever you don't write, you might not be able to track. Say, this is why I want to sell. Is there a need I want to provide for? The need could be for me, yes, my pocket needs it. But my market, the share of the market I want to take, do they really need this? So recently somebody just called my attention and said, Coach Iphee, I need your support. I need you to tell me what to do. I recently got some money. I have a small store where I want to sell. And I'm sure he said, yes, tell me what I can sell. I was like, okay, fine, you have some money. It's not about me. I have beautiful things in my head I want to sell, but it's about you. What are you about? What is your purpose? What to achieve? So I refuse to fall into that, oh, you have some money, get into this, sell food, sell right, No, I needed her to be clear about her purpose. Understand why you are setting out on that journey, regardless of the time it takes you to begin to make profit, regardless of the time it takes you to put your legs really firm on the ground. You know, you will understand because you took time to understand your purpose was clear. So it's important you to set out as a salesperson that wants to achieve high performance, that you are clear on your purpose. You understand the clientele you want to sell to. You understand the product. It is so important. Are you selling it out of hobby? Are you selling it out of need of the people? Is it about you? Is it about the client? You really need to put that clear. The second thing that you have to consider if you want to sell for high performance is courage. So I said, when you understand your purpose for selling, you have that, you know, courage is contagious. Courage is contagious. So when people are saying, no, it will not work, you understand your purpose. You are courageous about it. You know that, oh, people might have done it this way, it didn't work. I know how to do it the better way that it will work.
Yes, ma'am.
Courageous, regardless
Yes,
of what
ma'am.
people are saying. That's a no-go area. You know in your mind that this one, I know what it is.
Walk.
You understand?
Yes,
so it's
ma'am.
not, oh, they pushed me. It's not, oh, they pushed me. It's not going to happen. It's not a flash in the pan kind of thing. Oh, I just made money. Oh, let me try it. And it's not trial by luck.
Yes, ma'am.
So because you have it all set out, you are courageous to take the bull by the horn. You're ready to go into that waters and begin to make success of it. Secondly, you want to be sure that your money is productive. What is the return on investment that you're expecting? Have you sat down to calculate it so that it's not halfway? Let's assume you have bought shops, you have paid for overhead and everything. At the end of the day, you are spending more than you should have just spent. I'm sure these new times have taught us that we don't even need to be physically anywhere to get anything done.
Yes.
I'm sure at the beginning of this year, greatness wouldn't have thought about having a Zoom meeting for this kind of event.
At all. And I'm looking for all.
Which way would you be sure you get the best return on your investment?
All right.
You have to be clear. You have to be very clear about it so that you do not overspend on things that are not necessary. You have to be sure the waters you are going into. Remember, all of this follows them. You already have your purpose, you're courageous, so nobody is going to come and tell you anything that will now shake you and make you want to retrieve. No retrieve, no surrender at that point. Because you're sure that this is the productivity. This is how long it will take me to even out. This is how long it will take me to begin to make profit, right? So you understand that. Then it's important that as a salesperson that wants to achieve high performance, you have the milk of empathy running in you. That is where not selling a one-off product or one-off sale comes in. You have to empathize with your clients. Am I being fair to these people? Am I selling things that are undervalued for so much money because I just want to enrich my pocket? Am I fair? If you're not empathizing with your client, you can also make one sale and disappear. If the person is calling you that the person has any issue with the product, you won't even the call.
Someone did that to me. I didn't just want to share my own experience. I wanted other people to talk.
And I'm sure you will not go back to
never.
So you do not want to be that salesperson that somebody will feel like this about. So it's important you put yourself in your client's shoes. With this kind of experience, you understand the place of empathy. It's not only about money. Money is important, but money is not everything. If you do not have empathy for your clients, we cut corners, and that's where most of the problem we have in the world, that is where it comes from. I'm online now, I can just rip people off. Oh, I can just do this. No. If you want to achieve sales for high performance, you need to be empathetic.
Yes, ma'am.
Your clients. You need to. I've had experience where somebody said, no, I can't sell that to you. It's going bad.
Wow.
How do you think? Yes, it's going bad. I trusted that person. I just trusted that person. When next I want something, I just like, please go there, because that person cares about me. So he's going to lose money, but he cares about me. So do you want to also be that salesperson that your client will say, no, that person cares about me beyond money? Empathy. To achieve high performance in selling, you have to have it in abundance.
Wow.
The fifth point here is physical movement. I'm sure you'll be wondering what has physical movement to do with selling for high performance. I'm
wondering as well.
So, energy goes where energy flows to.
Wow.
As a salesperson, imagine if as a salesperson you come to talk to somebody and you're just like this. Your body language is so, as if they should be pitying you. In fact, they'll say, carry seats and sit down so that you don't fit. I don't. Nobody will want to have you around. You know, your energy, you're not even convincing yourself. So physical movement means that as a salesperson that needs to perform, your energy should be at its best. I'm sure you've seen some people selling, moving everywhere, they're dancing, they're doing all sorts of stunts just to communicate. I tell you, you need energy to be a successful salesperson. You need to take care of your health. You need to take care of yourself. Your brain that you're going to use in talking every time, you need to take care of yourself. So it's important that you take care of yourself. Physical movement, you cannot sit still. Even if we have to communicate, even if our sales pitch will have to be online like we're doing now, there should be some energy. Imagine if I'm talking to you, you're telling me, Madam, we can't hear you. Can you speak up a little? I'm sure you will like, where did they get that one from? And when you talk, as a salesperson, you talk a lot. So you need to make sure you're hydrated.
Okay.
You have to be hydrated. Very important. Do some exercise in the morning. There's something I learned recently. Our brain exercise just as our body does. And so when you move, your brain bounces. And when your brain bounces, you know, oxygen enters. You're at a better place. Your energy is higher. You can even feel your positiveness when you speak. So it's very important that you have physical movement included in your daily routine. Very important. As a good salesperson, you have to exude energy that will be infectious. You should be able to carry your client, let them say, oh, I'm just happy talking to that person. And I'll give you an example. Have you ever done customer service of anywhere and the person sounds like the person just woke up from bed? Oh,
no, ma'am.
Mine, I can be that, I don't know, I can be that, I'm like, are you still sleeping? Did I wake you up? Yes. Did I wake you up? I don't want you to draw me down and make me feel like, and you know, people can tell how you're feeling just from your tone.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
You want energy to be in the right, you just want to take care of yourself. Then we have emotional calibration. As a salesperson, while we have said that physical energy is important, if your emotion is running everywhere, you need to check it. Otherwise, you transfer aggression to your clients. So imagine if somebody's spouse or child or somebody, I know we are talking to a lot of young people here, or your better half, your whatever, upsets you, and you carry that over to your client. I don't know. I leave that to your imagination. But I hear people say, oh, sorry, that was a bad day. No, you don't even have the second opportunity to write your bad day. First impression is what we say. So it's important you calibrate your emotion. Check yourself. It's very important you are the right emotion before you set out to go and pitch any sales pitch. Very important. You don't let your client be asking, are you okay today? Are you sure you are fine? Can we reschedule? I've lost that opportunity to make that sale. In fact, I don't think that person will be happy introducing you as a salesperson or his, you know, I'm sure the person will struggle to keep you as a partner, as a vendor, whatever it is you're offering.
Yes.
So whatever you're selling, important you check your emotion. Your emotion is what makes your attitude fly everywhere sometimes. Yes, you know, there's that person's attitude. It could just be that person as a woman, apologies to the ladies here, it could just be that you're having cramp.
Yes.
If you're having cramp and you cannot control your emotion, please don't go out on a sales pitch. Please don't. Take care of yourself. It's very important. If you're having a bad day, please check it. Say you don't have to that. You can reschedule. It's better you reschedule and have a better day than go mess up your opportunity to make a great sale.
Wow.
And finally, identity on this slide. Who are you? What you're selling, do you believe in it? Can you do it? Who are you? How do you want people to remember you? What's your identity? Are you somebody when you say yes, it's yes? You really need to know who you are as a salesperson. Are you cut out to really sell? Are you introverted and you cannot talk? Do you need to take up some skill acquisition, polish your speech, polish something around you? You can't lie to yourself. You know who you are.
Yes,
so if there's any deficiency, if there's any gap that you need to take care of to make you a better performer, please identify it, tell yourself the truth, and take care of it. You really need to know who you are. Ask for feedback. Ask for feedback. Very important. You really need to know your identity. So we move on. These are just important skills that you should also come up with as a salesperson. Research. Whatever business you are into, research it. I had said it in previous slides. Research it. Who needs it? Are you reaching out to the right people? What is trending? So imagine if what is trending now is very techie thing and you want to sell something that is outdated. I don't know how successful you're going to be. You need to research and research. You can never over-research. It is only in researching that you know even when to bring new products into the market. So even if it's jewelry you're selling, somebody had said before that she's selling jewelry or beauty product. I'm not sure.
Yes. That's Ifeoma.
So your research will make you know the product you have. Is it good for the, colored people, I remember when my mother used to wear foundation. The foundation just used to look like, real foundation because it wasn't for colored women. But now there are other products that are coming up that if you now introduce to me and it blends with my color, I'll be happy. Don't say all I have to do is go and buy and sell. Also check why should I buy this from you? You can never over-research. And as a salesperson, listening skill.
Wow.
Listening. Oh, I'm still learning this. I am still learning it. That's how much it is. So when Mr. Ogene had said something, that we just take our products and we just push it because we are coming from my house and all I want to sell for you is Panadol. It's Panadol I have. So Mr. Ogene or Greatness is telling me I have my stomach have been purging. And all I'll tell you is, sorry, madam, I have Panadol.
That does not solve my problem.
It does not solve my problem because you've not listened to me. Because I haven't listened, so I'm just giving you what I have. Or I tell you, oh, I don't believe all these people, this, that. Whatever mindset I have, how would you help me change my mindset? It doesn't mean what I'm holding on to is right always. You as a salesperson, you should help me walk through that, drive that mind shift. Until you do that, I'm happy. At the end of the day, I have value. That is when you are a successful person. That is when you're a successful salesperson. Stay in the present. When you're talking to your client, you have given your sales pitch, listen, sit back and listen to what the person is saying. It is in that listening you will really have the need that the person needs you to fulfill. It is in that listening that you will really be able to profile solution. Stay in the moment. You cannot be doing a sales pitch and your mind is, oh, how am I going to buy the next batch? Oh, how much am I going to get from this person? You calculate and minus and plus just because you want to make sales. You need to be in the presence of your client and listen and give the right solution. Empathy, I will not talk about empathy again. We have talked about it. Product knowledge. Cannot overemphasize this. Cannot be selling something that when they ask you for information, you say, hold on, I'll get back to you. Maybe you want to call the manufacturer or you want to go and read it up. Come on, read it before you have that engagement. You have to be the product knowledge expert of what you're selling. You have to dream, eat, sleep your products. You have to be a working, You have to be a working dictionary or encyclopedia of your product. I have seen people sell medical products and they have no business with medical studies or anything like that. But because they understand their product, they have really internalized all the benefits, all the features and everything. And so when they read it out to you, you're convinced. Role play pitch. Role play. As a salesperson, never gets like too confident. I know my product, I'm getting out there.
Wow.
So you need to make what information you have. Use your friends to be your audience. Let them role play for them to be sure. You know, your facial expression, your mannerism, you might not know. But when you do like mirror work, you go to the mirror, you role play your pitch that you want to
Wow. Wow.
It really, really helps you.
Amazing.
So you role play your pitch. Don't take it for granted. Don't hit the road without checking everything that you need to check. Attitude. As a salesperson, you shouldn't come across to people as somebody who is, you know, bragging. Oh, this is my product. When you take it, that is all you need. It's good to sell your brand and promote your product. However, don't brag about it.
Ma, I have something to say to that. A lady told me, this same lady that I said I had a bad experience with, she told me that, do you know how many people run towards me and chase me with money for this thing that I gave you a subsidized amount? And this thing she's calling subsidized amount is a sacrifice for me. And she's telling me, people chase me with 175,000, I allowed you to pay 75,000 and you're complaining. Yeah, and I'm just wondering, like, what I said was, I've not gotten value for my money. And I don't think what I said was wrong as a client.
And how did that make you feel eventually with her service?
Bad. Sorry, I shouted.
So, I don't think that's you're trying to persuade people that bragging should be part of it. Remember, we said selling is persuasion. I don't think bragging is part of it. Wow. Let your products, let the user brag about it eventually. Ask for feedback. That's the proper thing to do. Your attitude, your body language, when you're talking to your client, let it be, put yourself together, no matter how boisterous you are. Apparently, I'm a very active and very boisterous person. But when I have to make a sales pitch, I comport myself. And it's very important, because your attitude, your body language is enough to make somebody say, well, why is she everywhere? What is it? That's enough to just, is everything you're saying, just entering here and going there. And you know what they say? It takes just 1 minute of you opening your mouth for somebody to decide whether the person wants to listen to you or not. So you have to comport yourself at every sales pitch. Then this point, close the deal. In fact, I had to put please. So you have made a beautiful sales pitch. You have done everything, all the good talk, everything, how beautiful product is, how it will meet your need, blah, 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 blah. And you're so happy with yourself, what you asked, I gave it to them. You pack your load and go. You have not closed the business. Wow. You have not done anything. You have not done anything. So it's important that after you do it, if it's a form you need to fill, if it's money that has to exchange hand, please close it. That is when you are successful. In closing, you take your money into your pocket. You have made a sale. Sale is not in the speech. Sale is not in the advertisement that you have done, beautiful pictures and everything. I like what the Greatness did now. After giving us the profile of her organization and everything, she did not just stop there. She had to ask for us to help. She had to ask for us to partner with her. If she didn't do that, I would have been like, wow, seriously? So that's what she needs. She needs partnership, and she asked for it. Don't be shy to ask for it. So you have made your pitch. You have done the beautiful sales pitch. Close. So, Sam, can we go ahead and sign? Can we go ahead with the forms? Even if after filling form, you need till money exchanges hands, you haven't had a successful sale. And think long term. Think long term. Whatever you're selling, it doesn't end the day the person takes the product. It ends when you can call that person and say, can you give me referral business? Can you take another product? Can you give me feedback? And the person is happy to give you feedback. So sale does not end when the client takes that particular product. There's something called after sales service.
Wow.
And it's very important that we all remember that sales is a continuum. Sales is a continuum, especially those of us in the financial world. Once we sign up one account, hey, if the person is calling you, my ATM is not working, you don't want to take that person's call, you start avoiding the person's call. So imagine if you sold something that tarnished, maybe you're selling jewelry and it's in tarnished and you know it will tarnish. And when the person starts calling, you don't want to take that person's call. You didn't think long term. So at this point, I want to ask us again, what's greatness says, start with what you have. What do you have? What do you have? And so I think greatness allow anybody that has any question to unmute and tell us, maybe we'll have something to contribute, questions.
Okay.
Thank you so much for this.
Wow, amazing. That was very, very insightful. Like, this is deeper than what I anticipated. Like, you were wishing I love this. I love this. And I love your slides, man. They are so lovely. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Thank you so much for giving us your time, for being gracious to us with your time, resources, data. I know the time of preparation I would have gone into this, and everybody, she's not charging us for this. Even don't ask her to do free session for you. It's me that will stand at the gates that it will not happen. Please, I'm not joking about that. She's not charging us for this. She's graciously doing this to us. And we are very, very grateful, Coach Iphee, for investing into us, into the present generation, the upcoming generation. And it shows your belief and your support, in this nation. Some people have sent questions while registering. However, if you have a question now, does anybody have any question now that wants to ask? People are dropping their thank you. You can unmute yourself now. Why are people using the chat room? Unmute and say thank you. Okay, please go ahead, Mr. Yule.
Okay, thank you, Ma, for all you have shared. I think I learned a lot from the process. But the question I want to ask, if you have a situation where you sell a product, and after selling the product to some persons and
hello?
I think it's network.
Oh, so sorry. Okay,
value.
We lost connection with you briefly. We lost connection with you briefly, and you are muted now. Can you unmute your? Okay. Okay, we can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I said a situation whereby you have sold to some persons and you have gone to them to get some feedback, and they have said your product is nice and that they got value for it. But you realize you are finding it difficult to get them to repeat purchase. Like you are finding it difficult to get them to repeat, to continue buying from you. What do you do in that situation? What could be the cause?
I love that question.
Thank you, Mr. Ogene.
I love that.
So what I hear you say is that, yes, they took your product and they were happy with you, right?
Yeah.
But they are not giving you a repeat business. So there's something I call the need-based conversation. The need-based conversation. So you are engaging a client based on his need. So remember, we persuade, we inspire, we lead. So if you're really engaging your client using a need-based conversation, and what that simply means is that you are engaging the client based on his need and not on what you're selling. You just don't want to dump your product on him. So have you really had a proper conversation with him to know that he really needs that product the second time?
Wow.
It will not be fair to just dump it because you want to sell. You have not added value. Why not try and ask him if he has need for that product or what his needs are? Then if it's not him directly, he can give you referrals. So if he really has enjoyed your product, he can refer you to his friend's family. I think that way he will respect you and what you sell better than you forcing him to take a product he doesn't need. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Does that answer your question, sir?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jacob Samuel is asking, Ma, please, can you share your slides with us? Is that a sales question? Anyway, I'll leave her to answer that question. So someone said, if I am starting with what I have, which can be my education, talent, and my life and work experiences, how do I achieve my goals and stand out to tell the story of having nothing to having something, bearing in mind the harsh economy and government policies of this country, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to read the rest because it's sounding like...
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Yeah, I think this person is asking a question, but the person is telling us the limitation or why he said, how can I start with what I have? That's what I can answer from the question. You know,
okay, let's keep it that simple. How can I start with what I have? And that's what the whole session is all about, starting with what you have.
Yes.
So maybe if you had told us what you have, that would have given us a better understanding of what you can start with. So you might have to ask yourself this question: what do I have? When you're sure of what you have, you might now do the research. Remember, we talked about research. What will sell in your environment? What are you passionate about that when you're selling, you are happy even selling it? What do people around you need? What can you sell? So you have to answer that question. What do you really have? Where are you located? What is the opportunity in that your location? That is where we can start from.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please, does any other person have any question? We have 9 minutes to the end of the session. Does anybody else have any question? If no, I will just drop the link for your feedback, and I'll drop the link for if you want to partner with us. We are not charging for this program, and that's because we want to do it. We want to help as much people as we can. However, with the way the turnout is very low, please let me stop recording at this junction and ask for your opinion.
Valuable. From what I see, the reason for the turnout, like for instance, I've seen that advert, that promotion, but I had to join because one, I'm very inclined to learning, and two, I was even feeling that I never knew what it was fully about. I think we should make it more of a stakeholder thing. It shouldn't be a one-off thing when I just see your link and maybe I click and want to join. Do we have a team that's like a publicity team, because everybody has its circle, and whether you like it or not, even if you want to make it monetary or something, there should be, like Mom just said, Coach Iphee. Sorry, I feel very uncomfortable calling her by her first name. But if we have to, like what she was talking about, brand authority and consistency, is when we make this in a stakeholder thing, and people begin to see it as their forum, they begin to see that they are part of it, they can actually mobilize their community to benefit from it. So I feel that you should, from the people that have been consistent once or twice, you can build a team out of all. So when the promotion is going, people can actually key in. And for instance, you did this program and you were online, you cannot be reminding people to come online when you are already moderating online. So there should be a backup team that should be in every WhatsApp group that it is shared, and every other group to say, okay, that thing we shared to you, we have started, or we are starting in a few minutes time. It is on now. Can you just click? And also be providing support for those who are having technical issues. This is what I have to say.
I had to record that so that I can listen again. Thank you so much, Oga Ogene Yule. Thank you so much. That was very, very insightful. Madam Iphee, Coach Iphee, like calling her. Thank you. You just spoke my mind. But me, I mean, thank you so much, Ma, for asking those that are here, because I didn't even think that I didn't even think of that. That's the truth. Someone said, if you charge 1K per session, then what happens to those that paid a fee for this program? Let those here help bring people. Ifeoma, do you want to unmute yourself and speak to her so that you can explain that?
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay.
So
Yeah. What I'm actually saying in essence is, when I saw this program, I registered for it and I registered with a prize.
oh yeah, yes.
So if you say a session should be 1K, what happens to those that pre-registered for the program? I was not opportune to be here last week because I had to be away on something.
Yeah,
and
I saw
also
your mail.
sent a mail. Yes, I
Yes.
sent a mail asking for the recording, which shows that I have attached an importance to the program.
Fantastic.
So I feel like we, like Coach Iphee said, should do the referral.
Okay.
Telling our friends.
Okay.
Telling our friends.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that something like this is up.
Okay.
And I have a lot of people that will benefit. In fact, I'm even feeling sad because there are people I know that are into selling that would have even benefited from this program. So I am going to do your work by teaching them now, if you give me the permission to. Yes. Because
Coach
we all
Iphee has a protege already. Ma, you are muted. Coach Iphee, you are muted, ma.
Oh, great. I said I like that. I'm happy. So that's why we need to hear from the people here to know
Thank you.
if it even gave them value.
Thank you, ma.
So
ahead.
let's just help. Let's tell other people. Like, I knew about it. My boss in the office just sent it on Instagram, and I went to his Instagram page and saw it and was like, wow, I like this. I registered. And most times, you see, I don't know, let me just use this word. Sorry, permit me to. Sometimes we Nigerians don't like learning things like this. It's maybe when the program has passed, that person will be like, oh, why did you not tell me? People don't like leveraging on things that are free. They feel like when it has a price, that's when it's authentic.
Okay.
Yes, but I feel if we can tell our friends, if we can tell our colleagues in the office, I'm sure a lot of people will be here. And we had a great turnout the first time.
Yes.
I didn't know about last week. We had a great turnout the last time. So probably people are engaged in one thing. Now there's no log. There's the government has also lifted the shift on occasion. So a lot of people might have gone to weddings that were pending during the pandemic.
Lockdown.
So that might be the reason why they are not here too.
Okay. Thank you so much. Like, that was a robust.
Thank you.
Coach, if you want to say something, go ahead, ma.
Yes. So, Ifeoma, thank you so much. And I have something about that name. I'm sure Greatness remember that that's my daughter's name.
Yes.
So, thank you for making out time to. You said what? She said
Hello,
something.
Greatness.
Okay, Olori Megade, Meg, just hold your thoughts briefly, please.
All right, thank
let
you.
Coach
Thank you.
Iphee finish, then you can speak.
Okay, so thank you, Ifeoma, like I was saying. So I just wanted to advise those of you here. Investment in yourself is the best investment you can ever make.
True.
It's never expensive to invest in your own upskill. So you don't want to know how much I have invested in upskilling myself.
To get to
regardless of my years of experience. You never stop learning. You never stop learning.
Yes, ma'am.
So if they say something is free, you have to be wary of such things. So when you pay and you get back, in fact, it's a payment that will even make you stay, make time. Although I don't have time, if you're committed financially, you would really take it seriously and you would listen in. you will begin to practice and everything. And really, there was supposed to be some exercises that we will have done, but the number of people here, it's not encouraging to do that exercises and everything, but not a problem. It's an ongoing thing, and I want to encourage greatness that if tomorrow you come up again, we'll keep coming to help you. It's something you're doing for humanity, for charity.
Thank you so much, ma.
We'll not let the turnout deter us. Well done.
Thank you so much, ma. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, Ifeoma is calling you my mommy already. Hey, Jesus.
Yes, Ifeoma.
Her daughter is Ifeoma, actually. And she's into, her lady is an inspiration. Like, she does a catering business. I wanted her to even speak to us. But you know now, let's just leave her right now. When she's ready for us, she's going to come. So, you know, we really wanted her to speak to us, you know, and just share. As a teenager, just inspire us, you know, because I'm sure she will be younger than all of us on this call, right? But then we'll have her some other time. So Olori Meg Adeyemi, can you go ahead? You wanted to say something?
Yes, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Greatness, thank you for that I used to hear. Thank you so much, Coach Iphee.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Meg.
Does anyone want to
me that?
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. You agree with me that the generation, your generation, you guys are different.
Yes,
you guys are different. So if anybody wants to come with the usual long grammar things, you guys, I just realized that your staying power. So you have to keep it exciting for you.
Yes.
And I'm talking from experience. But my son just came to take a video of me and almost got me distracted. But so from experience, I learned to communicate, keeping it simple and keeping it exciting. And I look forward to us doing more of this. I really like to inspire people. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, especially, I think I'm most active on Facebook. Okay. I like to inspire the young generation. I think the power to change our world and our nation sits in your hands. And so the earlier anybody that wants to communicate with you understands how to communicate with you, the better for us all. Thank you, Meg.
Wow, amazing. Thank you.
So much.
Does anybody else have a feedback on today's session to share? What you learned, your takeout from today's session, and what you're going to stop doing or start doing and do differently. Does anybody else before we call it a day? Jacob Samuel, please, can everybody appreciate my friend Jacob Samuel? He is a graphic designer. I know he will not turn on his video. I don't know the kind of shy person he is. He's a graphic designer, and trust me, I can do 1 million correction, and yet he has never complained. I mean, never. He has never complained. Please, let's say thank you to Jacob Samuel. Jacob Samuel, are you there? Hi, God, this guy, eh? Are you there, or you are one of those people that they will join a call and now turn it off, mute it and all of that and leave? Or is it his network? Because I know he has network glitches actually. Jacob Samuel, are you there? Oh, Yinka Ebo, thank you for joining. Kira, that's Dr. Lola. Shakira, do you want to share your takeout from today's session? I saw you turn on your video. Onyeka Ebo, that's Pharmacist Fiona. Thank you for joining despite your work schedule. Although we are done, we are just asking for feedback. We're just asking for feedback, and we had a very, very interesting session, and we are grateful to everyone that stayed till the end. So does anybody else have a feedback, your takeout for today's session before we call it an evening?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
yes, I have.
Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much, Coach, Madam, Mommy, Coach Iphee. Yes, You really summarized all what Brian Tracy has been teaching on psychology of selling. Like, the book, like, it gave me the book in just to, like, it summarized all what I read in the book, spent hours in reading. Like,
Wow.
it was just everything. Thank you, ma.
Wow.
Say again
Wow.
that you said selling, you said emotional, that we must have the energy. If you know you don't have the energy, like, it gave me all, like, it summarized all. Creative selling, listening. You said you have to listen, you have to put the customers on the spotlight. Like, you said everything. You said everything.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank
You know,
you. Thank
Coach
you
Iphee
so
is our
much.
Nigerian Brian Tracy. Forget it. Forget it.
yes. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, Anoluapo. We would like you to share your feedback on the different group pages where you actually heard about this. It will also motivate other people as well to join next week. Please don't miss next week's session. Further details about that will be communicated via mail. And okay, someone is asking for the feedback form. I just dropped the feedback form. I'll do that again. Here is the feedback form. Please fill the feedback form right away. I appreciate you, everyone. Thank you so much, Coach Iphee, once again. We are very grateful. Jacob Samuel, I don't know, I saw your message, but now I can't. You still did not unmute yourself. You did not turn on your video. And everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for investing.